The wind howled through the bare branches of the ancient trees that lined the narrow road leading to the remote village. I gripped the steering wheel, my knuckles turning white as my headlights cut through the thick darkness. The village seemed like a forgotten realm, frozen in time. According to the GPS, I was getting closer to my destination, the mansion where I was supposed to spend Christmas with a girl I met on Tinder.
Her name was Emily, and our conversations had been filled with excitement and anticipation. She had described her grandfather's mansion as a charming, rustic place, perfect for a cozy Christmas celebration. Despite the warnings from friends about meeting strangers online, the allure of an enchanting Christmas in a secluded village was too tempting to resist. The road twisted and turned, and I could see the dim lights of the village ahead. The GPS directed me to a narrow path leading to the outskirts of the village. As I drove deeper into the heart of the village, the houses became more dilapidated, the windows shattered, and the streets eerily empty. A sense of unease settled over me, but I brushed it off, attributing it to the isolation of the village. Finally, I reached the entrance of the mansion. It loomed ahead, an imposing structure silhouetted against the moonlit sky. The air was cold and biting as I stepped out of the car and approached the front door. I hesitated for a moment, my hand poised to knock. The wood creaked as the door slowly swung open, revealing a dimly lit hallway. "Emily?" I called out, my voice echoing through the empty mansion. No response. I cautiously stepped inside, the door closing behind me with an ominous thud. The air inside was heavy, and a chill ran down my spine. The flickering candlelight cast eerie shadows on the walls, and the scent of old wood and decay hung in the air. I explored the mansion, searching for any sign of Emily. The rooms were filled with antique furniture covered in dusty sheets, and faded portraits of stern-looking individuals lined the walls. As I wandered through the dark hallways, a faint sound echoed from the upper floors, a whisper that seemed to call my name. "Who's there?" I called, my voice trembling. The whisper persisted, leading me up a grand staircase that groaned under my weight. The higher I climbed, the colder it became, and a spectral mist hung in the air. At the top of the stairs, I found myself in a corridor lined with closed doors. The whispers intensified, drawing me towards one particular room. I turned the handle, and the door creaked open, revealing a room bathed in an eerie blue light. The air inside was icy, and my breath formed frosty clouds. In the center of the room stood a figure, a young woman with long, flowing hair, her back turned to me. "Emily?" I stammered, my heart pounding in my chest. The figure turned slowly, revealing a face that sent shivers down my spine. It was Emily, but her eyes were empty, hollow sockets. Her skin was pale, almost translucent, and a ghostly glow emanated from her form. "You came," she whispered, her voice echoing through the room. "I've been waiting for you." A chill ran down my spine as I stumbled backward, the door slamming shut behind me. I tried to open it, but it was as if the very essence of the mansion resisted my escape. Emily floated towards me, her feet not touching the ground. Panic set in as I realized the truth: Emily was not alive. She was a ghost, trapped in this mansion for eternity. "I died a long time ago," she said, her voice a haunting melody. "But on Christmas, the veil between the living and the dead is thin. I needed you to set me free." The room filled with a ghostly wail, and the walls seemed to close in. Images flashed before my eyes, scenes of a bygone era, a tragic love story, and a family torn apart. Emily's spirit beckoned me to understand, to unravel the mysteries that bound her to this place. As the night unfolded, I delved into the tragic history of the mansion. Emily's family had lived here for generations, and she had died under mysterious circumstances on a cold Christmas night. A forbidden love, a vengeful spirit, and a curse that bound her soul to the mansion, all unfolded before me like a macabre play. Together, Emily and I explored the haunted corridors, uncovering the secrets that had tormented her spirit for decades. The mansion revealed its dark past, each room echoing with the whispers of long-forgotten voices. The family had dabbled in forbidden rituals, attempting to commune with the spirit world. In doing so, they unleashed a malevolent force that claimed Emily's life and trapped her soul. As the night wore on, the spectral energy grew stronger, and the barriers between the living and the dead blurred. I felt the weight of the curse pressing down on me, threatening to consume my very essence. The mansion itself seemed alive, its walls pulsating with an otherworldly energy. In a desperate bid to break the curse, Emily guided me to a hidden chamber deep within the mansion. The room was adorned with arcane symbols, and a chilling wind swept through as Emily's voice resonated with a powerful incantation. The very fabric of the mansion trembled as the curse began to unravel. But with each passing moment, the malevolent force fought back, manifesting itself in terrifying apparitions and ghastly illusions. The past and present intertwined, and I found myself facing the tormented spirits that haunted the mansion. The air was thick with the stench of despair as the curse fought to maintain its grip on the souls trapped within. As the clock struck midnight on Christmas Eve, a surge of energy coursed through the mansion. The walls groaned, and the spectral mist lifted. The curse had been broken, and Emily's spirit stood before me, her eyes now filled with gratitude and peace. "Thank you," she whispered, her form slowly fading away. "You set me free." The mansion, once shrouded in darkness, is now bathed in a warm, golden light. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, and a sense of serenity settled over the ancient halls. I stood alone in the now restored grandeur of the mansion, the echoes of the past silenced. As the first light of Christmas morning illuminated the village, I emerged from the mansion, forever changed by the harrowing experience. The once desolate village now seemed to come to life, as if awakening from a long and troubled slumber. I walked away from the mansion, the memories of that fateful night etched into my soul. The tale of the haunted Christmas at the grandfather's mansion became a local legend, passed down through generations. The village, no longer forgotten, thrived with newfound energy, and the mansion itself became a symbol of redemption and renewal. And so, every Christmas, the village celebrated not only the joyous holiday but also the triumph over darkness and the power of a love that transcended even death. The whispers of the past were replaced with laughter and the warmth of shared memories, a testament to the enduring spirit of Christmas in a village once lost in time. The Tinder notification shimmered on my phone like a malevolent ember in the cold, December night. Rain whipped against my tiny Howrah apartment window, a fitting soundtrack for the dread pooling in my stomach. I'd swiped right on Anya, a vision of crimson lips and snow-kissed hair, drawn by her promise of a Christmas to die for, at her ancestral mansion nestled deep in a forgotten West Bengal village. Now, with a knapsack full of nervous anticipation and a train ticket clutched in my sweaty palm, I was hurtling towards a fate more macabre than mistletoe and mulled wine. The village, when I stumbled into it at dawn, was a tableau of peeling paint and forgotten Christmas cheer. Anya's mansion, however, loomed amidst the decay like a grotesque gingerbread house, its windows dark eyes in a skull-faced facade. An unsettling silence hung in the air, broken only by the mournful keening of the wind. I rapped on the oaken door, my knuckles rapping out a frantic Morse code of second thoughts. It creaked open to reveal Anya, even more breathtaking in the flesh, her emerald eyes shimmering under a cascade of raven hair. But something was off. A stillness, a hollowness, like a beautiful doll missing its soul. "Merry Christmas," she whispered, her voice like wind chimes in a mausoleum. The mansion was a Gothic wonderland of dusty portraits and cobwebbed chandeliers. Christmas carols played on a ghostly harpsichord, the melody warped and discordant. Anya led me through labyrinthine corridors, her laughter echoing like brittle ice in the dead air. I tried to shake off the prickling unease, attributing it to the isolation, the strangeness of it all. But the unease curdled into terror when we reached the attic. A rocking horse, frozen mid-gallop, stood in the center of the room, its glass eyes reflecting the dying embers of a fireplace. On the wall, a faded tapestry depicted a young girl, a chilling doppelganger of Anya, adorned in a blood-red Christmas gown. "That's me," Anya said, her voice devoid of warmth, before the accident. My blood ran cold. "Accident?" I stammered, the word catching in my dry throat. Anya's smile turned brittle. "Christmas Eve, 10 years ago. Fell from the attic window. Silly girl, couldn't wait to open her presents." The air grew thick, suffocating. The rocking horse creaked an eerie lullaby. Anya's eyes, once pools of emerald, now glowed with an unnatural green fire. Her smile, once captivating, stretched into a grotesque rictus. "But Christmas," she rasped, her voice a skeletal whisper, "is for celebrating with family. Don't you think?" Panic clawed at my throat. I stumbled back, tripping over a fallen candelabra. The flames hissed and sputtered, casting grotesque shadows on the walls. Anya advanced, her laughter a chilling counterpoint to the crackling fire. I scrambled to my feet, adrenaline pumping. The only escape was the window, beckoning like a black maw in the dying light. With a desperate lunge, I crashed through the glass, shards raining down like icy tears. I landed on the snow-covered ground, the wind whipping my face, the taste of blood metallic on my tongue. But I was alive. I scrambled to my feet and ran, not daring to look back. The mansion loomed behind me, a monstrous silhouette against the bruised December sky. The attic window winked, a malevolent eye watching me flee. And in the distance, I could swear I heard Anya's laughter, carried on the wind, a chilling reminder of the Christmas I'd seldom lived to see. Back in Howrah, safe in the mundane reality of my cramped apartment, the memory of that night still haunts me. Anya's vacant eyes, the rocking horse's mournful creak, the echo of her deathly laughter, they cling to me like cobwebs in a forgotten attic. So this Christmas, when the carols play and the lights twinkle, I'll remember the mansion on the hill, the girl with eyes like winter ice, and the chilling truth that sometimes, the greatest horrors lurk not in the shadows, but behind the dazzling facade of a perfect Christmas Eve.
It was the night before Christmas, and all through the app, not a creature was stirring, not even a tap. Profiles were hung on the interface with care, in hopes that a match soon would wither. Sarah, a user, swiped through with glee, in search of a date for the Christmas tree. She matched with a guy named Jake, oh so quick, little did she know, he was playing a trick. They agreed to meet at a festive cafe copyright, where carolers sang and snowflakes danced in the fray. The decorations were merry, the atmosphere bright, but beneath the cheer, something just wasn't right. As Jake arrived, he wore a sly grin, his eyes glinting strangely, a sinister spin. He suggested they stroll through the Christmas maze, a secluded spot, hidden from holiday gaze. Under the mistletoe, he made his move, a kiss so cold, it sent shivers through. But as they parted, Sarah felt a chill, a presence unseen, a sense of ill will. The snow began falling, a curtain of white, hiding the horror that lurked in the night. They walked hand in hand, the silence profound, until strange footsteps echoed all around. The carolers ceased, the wind ceased its tune, as shadows emerged from the darkness too soon. Figures in red with faces unseen, a twisted rendition of Christmas serene. A ghostly voice whispered, "You dared to kiss, under the mistletoe, where danger exists. Now you are bound to this spectral parade, in the realm of the Tinder Christmas charade." Sarah and Jake, trapped in a nightmarish dance, a Tinder date gone wrong, a spectral romance. The carolers sang a haunting refrain, as they vanished together, in sorrow and pain. So, be wary this Christmas, on Tinder beware, for mistletoe may bind you to a spectral affair. Swipe left on the ominous and right on the true, lest you fall victim to the ghostly Tinder crew.